What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Animation Revaluation Podcast. I am Lizer, and with me, as always, is Jay. What's up, bruh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man? How you been?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Taking it easy, taking it one day at a time.
Everyone says that. It's like literally the only option you have.
Some. I'm not gonna say anything
What?
more.
What does that mean? How do you
I'm not
take
gonna.
2 days at a time?
Uh, I mean, you can't,
All right then.
but it's just the same. You don't gotta get all uppity about
Oh,
it.
it's so stupid saying. I hate
Really?
it. No. I give no shits.
I mean, you're older now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we haven't had the podcast in a year.
I don't think that's factual.
So
I don't think that's factual.
I never said that this was a factual podcast.
Right. It's strictly and purely opinionated.
Hell yeah. Women belong in the kitchen. So I can teach them how to cook.
Let's see.
I was gonna make it worse, but I'm gonna stop.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, you've aged since our last episode. Anything else going on?
Um. No, not really. I'm fooling.
Hell yeah, brother. I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, it's-
Doing my casual homie checks. So.
Yeah. Like, I feel like it's kind of the boring answer to be like, no, nothing's happened. But like, good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Really.
glad nothing's
Honestly.
happened.
I don't know why people always want their lives to be like eventful or like having something happen every day. I find that pretty stressful.
Yeah, I get tired easily. I'm getting old, so like, fuck that. I like to chill. I'm in bed with my puppy. Let's go.
The good boy.
Yeah, the good boy. He's chilling right next to me, laying down. He had some ice cream earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, treated him to a little pup cup.
Go.
Yeah. Lady at the Mr. Softy van. I was like, can I get a cone of vanilla and a cup of vanilla? She's like, you want the cone with the cup? It's like, they're two separate things. She was trying to give me like an empty cup. It's like, no, I'm paying you for two.
Take the other one. I insist.
Please. But yeah, we're here to talk about anime, not my dog. So what's
Yes.
up, man? What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Fire Force. And oh boy, is it something, at least I found pretty good as like a concept.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard the term of like fighting fire with fire?
Yes.
Yeah, this anime literally takes it to a literal meaning.
We did that, but better.
What better? Well, at least to give a overview of what the world currently is. There are usually like, at least in this particular time period, people are usually scared of like diseases and dying of like varying things.
Yeah, dying of death.
That no, it's a different way. It's just not the immediate one.
Dying of death, bro. It encapsulates everything.
Death, I guess.
Imagine being scared of diseases. Says that guy.
Okay. But
She's proud of her chlamydia.
But this one in particular, there's one main cause of fear among the people, and it's spontaneous combustion.
Fighting the
can
fire devil.
basically, uh, people have been basically, catching up, like basically, you know, combusting, uh, becoming, I would like to say, kind of zombie-like, but not really. But they're referred to as infernals,
Hmm.
and it happens at random, apparently, or at least as far as we know.
You have a picture of Infernals?
Uh, well, I don't actually. Do you have one?
No.
Hold on. I can grab one while I keep talking. Um,
Are the sunglasses to hide the black eye Jay gave you? Yeah, he pulled out too quick and went to jam it back in, hit me right in the eye.
yeah. Um, but these infernals are not necessarily human, but some can retain, I'd like to say, like, their properties of being human.
Yeah, they're
Um,
zombies, but on
uh,
fire.
yeah, they're just fire zombies.
It's a tiny picture.
There's a tiny picture. God damn it.
That's alright. That's alright. Yeah, they're just fire zombies. For the first part of the series, they actually aren't too detailed. They're just like flaming
Nah.
corpses. That's it.
Um, but we can start with episode 1 of our basically, um someone combusts on a train.
Been there.
And the train's I wasn't ready. I should have known.
You
I
should
should
have.
have known.
You should have.
I should have known. Uh, but uh, there is a call of someone. There's an inferno at a train station, and we meet our main character, Shinra Kusakabe. Kusakabe. I don't
The
know why
boy. The
I can
boy.
remember his last name off the top of my head.
The boy.
Shinra is pretty set on becoming a hero and someone that saves people instead of traumatic events from his childhood. He wants to basically right the wrongs of other people, essentially, or basically fix the way that people look at him. And I'll get into that in a moment. Um,
The Naruto schematic.
yeah,
That boy's a demon. Saves everyone.
it happens. But long story short, for at least Shinra, when he was a kid, he had his mom and his little brother, um, and they were living together. And one day, his mom suddenly becomes an infernal, leaving him and his brother for a little bit. And the fire force team shows up, and they're kind of like, he's just kind of there holding one of the captain's hand, or holding a man's hand for like most of the flashback. They didn't find out, he couldn't find out, what happened to his mom, what happened to his little brother, but he spent like so much time, and this was just Shinra's dream as a child, to be a hero, to save people. And after that accident, you know, he kind of had a moment where when he's nervous or he's like in a real like bad situation, he'll start smiling. And a lot of people took that as him being uncomfortable, but no, regardless of the situation, he'd always have like a weird, like a creepy smile on his face.
Yeah, because his teeth are all sharp and everything.
Yeah,
So like, your mom and brother just died. And he's just grinning his ass
he's
off.
just grinning. Yeah, he's hurting on the inside, but people don't know that. And he's just like, this is bad. You know, he gets called the devil. No one wants to take him in. No one wants to deal with him because they think he was the cause of the fire as well.
Oh yeah, because that's when like his powers activated, right?
Yep.
Firefoot.
Yeah. Shinra has a really cool ability. There are uh I forgot what they're called, but they're pirate.
Pyrokinesis.
Yeah. They're there are different generations to this. Shinra happens to be a third generation pyrokinetic, where he can create and control his own flames. Um,
What is it
but
like? Third generation can create and control. Second generation can control but can't
can't
create.
create.
I don't know what first generation.
They never touched on first generation,
Oh,
at least to my knowledge.
first generation pyrokinetic is just a normal human, no power.
No power. But the idea of being born with like such a talent is actually pretty cool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You definitely learn how to use it. At least most people do. Um, but the I believe Station 8 of the Fire Force show up to the train station, and they have the whole um it's like the term is like putting the infernals to rest. They return back to the sun, and they have a whole prayer for you know you can't put an infernal to rest without giving the prayer, which I think is a pretty cool thing. It sticks to like a ritualistic kind of all things return back to what they were.
Yeah.
Fire comes from the sun.
Well, they do touch on, at least from what I saw, whether that ritual actually does anything, or is it more so just to calm down the public?
I'd imagine it's more for calm in the public, because you can imagine just sitting next to somebody and they just on fire.
What's crazy is that
And
like that can happen in real life. Like
huh?
spontaneous combustion is a real thing.
What?
Yeah, it's super rare, but it's a real thing.
That I didn't know. That's kind of spooky. Hold on.
Yep, it is totally a real thing.
But long story. But the putting the rest is just another way of basically killing an inferno. They put the wrapping paper and the bow on it.
Yeah, and they say that the only way to kill the inferno is to pierce
Strike
its core, which is where the
the
heart used to
core.
be.
Yep.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Um. But we do get like a brief like flash at um Fire Force 8 or Station 8. Go with the sister. This is Iris.
Iris.
It's Iris. Iris doesn't have. She's not a pyrokinetic. She is an orphan taken in at a convent that raised people to kind of become necessary because every fire station needs a sister to for the prayers.
Yeah.
That's basically how they're kind of legitimate. Wow, English is hard.
Use your big boy words. It's okay.
To
Legitimize.
yeah, thank you. Words hard. I can spell it, can't say it. Uh, but the sisters. That's what the whole part of the sisters uh work is in a firehouse. Um, this is this is Maki. Maki is she's a second generation pyrokinetic, so she needs help creating her own fires, but then she can control it really well.
Bro, she can make a spirit bomb.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
And like all of the little flames that she makes has names
Yeah.
and faces.
Imagine Goku saying like, "You lend me your energy," and you just like pop open a can of gasoline. That's her.
Maki is very strong as far as her talent and her physical prowess is concerned.
Yeah.
Um,
Gorilla girl.
she has a hard time because she's so toned. You know, she's quite jealous of the other women in the firehouse.
Nah, she's perfect the way she is. Say
I
it.
I was gonna say, as all balanced as all things should be. I had to take a bit of water.
Hell
Jesus.
yeah, brother. You gotta stay hydrated.
Hide. It's fucking hot.
Yes, sir.
Um, what else? We have the lieutenant. He's also one of my favorite characters. He's also a second generation. Very, very strict, very uptight, very. I still think he's pretty cool, but his specialty is what I'd like to call gun. He can basically weapons of his choice are guns. Long story short, he can control uh the sparks inside of the gun, so he can kind of adjust the amount of force behind the bullet when the hammer hits the shell or the bullet. Pretty cool power.
Yeah, and then like when the bullet hits a wall or something, the spark that it creates, he can use that to redirect it, so he can just ricochet bullets.
Yep. Really fucking cool power.
Kinda OP, honestly. Like, and he's like the no nonsense character, like the token one.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone else gets distracted during big moments and stuff as like comedic shit. He's like, "Get over here, we're fighting someone."
Honestly, one of my favorite characters from the start.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good.
And then this is my number one. Captain Obi.
Muscle man.
Muscle man. No power. Just brute strength alone. And what can I say? The will of the
He's
gods.
a literal firefighter.
He's and Captain Obi is of course, captain of the 8th. It's also the 8th is a very new firehouse compared to the others. It's also, not as paid attention to as well, for certain reasons I'll get into later. There is.
Come on, show me the worst character.
Are you talking about Arthur?
Yep.
is Arthur.
Ugh.
Resident dumbass. Legendary hero knight Arthur in quotations Pendragon. Because that's his whole shtick. He's a knight.
He's a king knight.
But I have to hear him have his monologue every goddamn time.
He's a king knight assassin.
uh, third generation. Plasma sword. Very unique.
Yeah, he has like the coolest weapon, and he's the fucking worst character.
Dumbass. God. I'll give away his shtick right now. Everything's in his head. And I mean everything. The way he fights depends on his mental landscaping, if you may. As long as he believes he's a knight, he's a knight. And he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah. I will say he is kind of broken at times. Let's also put this out right now. This motherfucker's stupid. And I mean, he's stupid. This man was getting his ass kicked in a big fight. And was like, I don't understand. I'm usually better than this. What's going on? And the villain's like, haha, I'm so powerful. You'll never be able to beat me. And then he's just like, oh, wait, I'm right-handed and I'm using my left hand. Switches over, instantly beats them. I was like, motherfucker.
It's fine. He was holding on for the long con. I'm not coping.
Yeah. It's like, I knew there was something off.
Yeah, but these are the makeups of the 8th as of right now. But yeah, Shinra helps them out, saves Iris from a lamp falling on her, because again, you know, she's basically she's just your normal human.
Yeah, she's just
kind of booling in the firehouse.
Just a nun, yeah.
She's just booling around in the firehouse. Having a good time of her life, almost dying, you know. I will admit, she is committed to her job.
Yeah.
And her duty. So that is yeah. But Shinra gets introduced to the 8. The next episode we meet Arthur. And Arthur and Shinra don't get along because they were going at it while they were in the academy. It's like right before they get like sent out, they have their training, you know, as all like law enforcement type things. They start their like individual training, and then the lieutenant has them like fighting against Maki. Maki's just breaking them down one by one. Shit's fucking hilarious. Arthur is just hurling insults, and she's like just getting more and more angry.
She's making the insults worse in her own mind.
Worse, yeah. That was like, he should just not said anything.
She has the strength of an ogre. Who are you calling a big ugly gorilla woman? It's not what I said.
There was a missing point.
He's pulling his cock out.
But we have like that training montage. We have the kind of the next episode is like the rookie games. Shinra and Arthur. I don't know how I keep trying. I'm not trying to forget his name, but he's not that important to me.
He has the easiest name.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's the only American name.
Yeah, Shinra and Arthur, they go to the games. Shinra recognizes I did mention it earlier, the man that was holding young Shinra's hand. after the aftermath of the fire when he was a kid is none other the captain of the first um the first Fire Force company,
Yeah.
Company 1. And it's Captain Burns. We know absolutely nothing about him.
He has an eye patch. I know that.
Well, that one, that, and also he's dummy strong.
Yeah, and also his name is ironic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'm not getting into him.
I did like, and it made sense when Shinra like ran up to him to get information about the fire. Like it's portrayed as like sinister. He might be hiding something.
Yeah.
But like what he says makes sense. He's like, boy, that was 12 years ago. You know how many fires I do in a year? That was 12 years ago, dude. It's like that's fucking valid.
Yeah, but Shinra's just not like letting it go. Like not letting it go.
Yeah.
He's like he knows something. And
And then the
Shinra
other
being
girls,
Shinra,
yeah.
you know.
Don't talk to my captain.
Uh Tamaki.
I feel like this character is either you love her or you hate her. There's no in between.
There's no in between. Actually, there's a in between, but it's for the like wrong reason.
What do you mean?
I find the trope that she has, it's annoying. I don't think she's a bad character, but the trope is kind of just annoying
Her
and
power,
unnecessary.
the lucky letcher lore.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Basically, her power, at least like the sub power that she has, is and anytime a parent walks in on you watching anime, just that sums it up.
Me watching anime alone, and it's Shinra doing his like flying kick. And me watching anime when my parents walk in, and it's her.
And yeah, it's just Shinra's hand cupping both cheeks. I'm just like, how did that even happen? She's also a third generation. Has a cat powers.
Yeah.
Claws, tail,
Ears.
ears. Extremely agile. Runs on all fours.
Likes milk.
Basically cat.
I do like that, like, when she gets mad at Shinra, she'll start, like, punching at him. It's
Mhm.
like when a cat needs.
Yeah.
You know? like she's doing the little cat paw movements and stuff.
Yeah, during the middle of the games, kind of like not a demonstration, but like the drill kind of gets interrupted, kind of, because they have to like basically, in quotation marks, storm a castle in Arthur's words.
Yeah.
But inside is just, you know, saving a person from infernals. You know, the building's on fire. Do what you do.
Yeah. But obviously none of it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just
But
people in
at the
costumes.
yeah, and at the top we have one of our antagonists. Really cool dude. Joker.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Joker basically kind of puts a bug in Shinra's ear, and it's like
What a horrible way to say that, considering what he does.
but he kind of, I guess, leaks not even leaks. It just gives Shinra some information. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know what happened to your brother. You know, but if you fight me, you know, I might give you some more information if you manage to win, and you know, and let's just say Shinra gets absolutely obliterated. It
Yeah.
was just not. It was just not even close. It just was not close whatsoever. Um,
He did enjoy his tenacity though, so he gave him a little
yeah,
information for that. It's like, yeah, your brother's alive. Huh?
like that is literally it. He was like, "Yeah, your brother's still alive," and Shinra's just like, "What do you mean by that? I thought he died 12 years ago."
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
And mind you, his brother is like an infant, like just born.
Yeah.
And it was definitely that. I think the fight scenes in this show are fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah. Animation on this show is great.
Yeah. I don't remember what studio did it, but they did a great job.
Even the
Actually,
like the intro and outro looks really good too.
Inferno by the opening is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I think when this first came out, I was bumping the intro for so long.
This is one of the shows that like I watch the intro every time.
Every time, can't skip it.
Nah.
It feels illegal to skip it.
My sister came in and I was watching the outro and it shows like Iris taking a shower. I was like, I can explain.
See, it's one of those moments. Just love to see it. Yeah, Shinra gets a couple bit of information. He still has a lot of questions. They don't get answered. They refuse to be answered. Can fast forward a little bit to the next episode. Just trying to get They do
you don't
find-
have to do like episode by episode. You just start
No.
summarizing plot lines.
Yeah. I guess the next plot line at least is the Infernal that used to be a ex fire soldier.
Oh yeah.
When he got turned, he was a fish. Like he could speak full sentences. You know, nothing was physically. He wasn't like any of the other Infernos from before.
Like he kept his mind. He was crazy as fuck, but he kept
Yeah.
like what made him him.
He was like, I've saved so many lives. Why can't you just like, you know, what if I kill a few in exchange for the ones that I saved as an Infernal? And I was like, huh?
It's like, hold up.
What happened?
He might have a point here.
Don't let him cook. Don't let that guy cook.
This story arc though introduces us to Best Girl.
Oh, yes. Where is she? Habana. Captain of the Fifth. Princess Habana.
Yeah, she got titties
And trauma.
and trauma. She's just like me.
What she does,
She steps on people.
you want to keep going?
Yes.
She experiments on Infernos that keep their minds just to see, you know, what information she can get, how they ended up like this and whatnot. They find that it might be useful to kind of just kind of like storm their base basically and get the information by force, even though uh, Habana put Shinra down like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, she just looked at him and he folded, which honestly I understand. Then he looked up her skirt, which honestly I understand. I know what I'm here for.
Yeah. I think she's also, I believe she's a third generation as well.
Yeah. She can make the pretty flowers.
Oh shit, hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, she experiments on the Infernal, takes out whatever trauma she has locked up inside. And Iris went to go see Habana because we find out that they were sisters in training together. Habana had her powers from when she was, at least that time frame, maybe beforehand, and she got kind of like the whole, the Great Soul gave you those powers. You know, you shouldn't use them like willy nilly like that. She's not buying it whatsoever. I think she said it herself. She was the only person that wasn't that was there that wasn't taking it like seriously at all. You know, the whole, yeah, I kind of want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Then one day, everyone in the convent besides her and Iris turned into Infernals.
So it was like before then, it seemed like she didn't really believe in their god. But that was like what really sealed it for her. It's like
Yeah.
point. She was like, I'm a demon.
Just like, you know, they were like, not religious, but like they were religious, but
Yeah,
like
like this is literally a con.
they stuck to it. Yeah, no, they were dedicated. I was trying to find a word. They were like 100% dedicated to it every day. And then they all got turned into Infernals, or they just like combusted and died.
Mood.
And a scarred Habana, a scared Iris. Yeah, Iris was younger than Habana.
Yeah.
At that point, like way younger. I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're scarred kids.
As you should. It builds character.
Builds character. Yeah, it builds Iris's character pretty nicely.
Listen, it built up Habana in a couple ways too, bro. That bitch got titties, bro.
Habana's also got a few issues.
Yeah. I could fix her.
Apparently Shinra did.
Yeah, all she needs is a hero, bro.
Yeah. Shinra made his whole hero speech in the final confrontation. After, yeah, one good punch changed everything.
Knocked her ass down. She was soaked.
I was like, oh, she's just on the floor.
Blushing.
Shit. Yeah, she's like, well, I found my hero.
Finally, a wife beater.
No. No.
A hero we can all look up to.
That's awful. That was awful. Holy.
Oh god. Her powers are really cool though.
Yeah. Her power is definitely something I would want. She give a pretty brief explanation. She can increase the another, or use her heat against another person, and basically like they'll go unconscious. It's like I forgot the term. Vertigo. And I was like, oh wow, okay, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Just look at someone just pass out immediately.
We have it's military grade stuff, but we have weapons that can do that. wild, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a gun that they can point at you and you just fucking shit yourself. And I'm not even joking. Like, as funny as that sounds, that's a real thing.
I hope there's no war anytime soon. That's just a deadly weapon.
Bro, I'm quitting. I'm going AWOL if somebody makes me shit myself.
Your nervous system just malfunctions.
I'm done.
Everything just releases at once, and it's just like, oh no, oh no. But yeah, Hibana teams up with the Eighth. Her and Obi become, I wouldn't say friends, but work comrades in work of another of investigating the first Fire Force company.
It's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of situation.
Yeah, because they want to know what's going on too. You know, the great soul and whatnot.
I say it was funny to see like they had the barbecue after, and Hibana's feeding Shinra. Like the guy's jealous.
Kobe's like, that's the dude with the bubble gum.
Yeah.
I don't have a picture of him.
Oh, he's not important.
No, not at all. Actually, side character. What else? They go undercover basically at the first, which is Shinra. Tamaki goes back to technically where she was in the first place. Arthur and I think Maki as well. I'll go to the first.
I think Maki just escorts them.
I know she was there, but I think
Yeah.
it's just those three that are up to nefarious business.
It's Shinra and Arthur from the 8th. Bubblegum Boy goes, and then like some other people from I think the 5th and
Yeah.
2nd teams.
The potato boy.
Yeah.
Oddly wholesome but afraid of fire.
Yeah. Which he can conjure.
Yeah, he has his pop off moment like later on in the series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're just kind of snooping around in the first, you know, and like without Burns knowing. That dude's scary.
Yeah.
That dude is absolutely scary. He's like to Shinra. Shinra kind of requests a spar, and he's kind of just waxing. People getting waxed left and right. We get to see Rekka. This is one of the other lieutenants of the first.
I'm a motherfucking star boy.
I thought something was off about him at first, but I also kind of just liked his whole character as a whole, because he is just like that beacon of sunshine at all times, kind of. At least to other people.
Damn.
But damn.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what that was.
It's just in a folder.
I know I saved it, but I can't remember what it was.
Uh,
I just changed it to a normal JPEG. Boom, there we go.
But Rekka's. Okay.
It was worth it. It was
Oh, that was so worth it.
It was worth it.
But Rekka, his I forgot what his power was again. I can't remember now.
Fire fists.
Oh. Yeah, he had a cool power too.
Yeah.
He was a third gen too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of third gens, but there's also a mixture of like, I don't know if it has to go off of age though. The generations. Because I wouldn't imagine Maki is much older than Shinra or Arthur by that much. Maybe. I'd imagine Burns has to be a first gen, but because the lieutenant's only like 20 something or 30. No, I think he's like 32 or something like that. Maybe a little younger. But he's not that old. He's a second gen. Or maybe it goes off of like familial traits.
It might not even be in the way that we're thinking of, like genetics and generations. It might just be that's how they classify, like, if you can create your own fire, you're a third gen. If you can control but can't create your second gen. If you just have an affinity for fire, you're first gen. It might just be that.
It might be. I don't know. It just the whole classification thing was just like it distracts you from like what it actually is.
Yeah.
But overall, I'll just leave with that much because I don't want to give too much away. There's 2 seasons of this, and I think they both have 24 episodes. So it's quite a bit of a watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every single moment of it. Besides the moments with Tamaki in it, because they're unnecessary. It's a tense moment, and then Tamaki has a moment.
Yeah.
Just ruined everything. It's because I like flames.
So that's where your review ends?
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Right,
I don't want to get in too much
That's a decent
because it's a lot.
I think
There's
there
a
is like
lot.
where you would enter like the next big arc, so that's
Big
a pretty
arc.
good place to stop
Yeah.
at. But all in all, yeah, this is a very good show. It's from, a very popular writer already, who had already proved himself in the past with the Soul Eater franchise. Is that what I'm thinking? Soul Eater?
Soul Eater.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounded wrong for a second. So to see him come out with something new after all this time was great. I had immediately jumped into it when it first came out. Stopped watching at like episode 5, I think, because I wanted to read the manga instead. Because I hate having to wait for new episodes.
Week by week.
Yeah, shit kills me. But it's been cool to go back and watch more of this. But all in all, I liked it a lot. I would rate this.
You're gonna finish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rate this. I'd say a 9, honestly. Like, this is definitely not one of those that like, it's kind of slow in the beginning. Like, it's slower in the beginning because there's still world and character building, but it's still action oriented and fast paced. So there's still a lot going on too. So it'll bring you in real quick. Characters are interesting. Animation's real good. Music is fucking bumping. This is a good show, man. I give it a 9.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
As for me, and this is my 3rd time going through, and I'm not done yet, but I am gonna finish it still, even though I'm like 12, maybe 13 episodes in. I give this a 9 out of 10. This shit bussin'. It immediately caught my attention when I first saw it. Still grabs my attention now.
And if you're a fan of Soul Eater, but you're a little iffy on watching this, I'll give you slight spoiler. Nothing too big, but slight spoiler. This is a prequel to Soul Eater. I'm not gonna tell you how, but this takes place before Soul Eater, and there are connections that you can see. So just
between the two.
Yeah. So whether you read it or watch it, you'll see how it eventually unfolds into the world of Soul Eater. It's pretty fucking interesting. So yeah, if you're interested in that portion of it, still check it out.
Yeah, I recommend the show a watch. I don't give a lot of recommendations, but this is one of them.
Yeah, felt it. Anything else you want to add on before I I say what we're watching for next time?
Become firefighter, fight fire with fire, and stay frosty.
Touch boobs. Bro, she had a bridge of dudes that she was walking over. Alright, so for mine...
You'd work in the fifth.
I would 100% would work in the fifth. For mine, for next time, I wanted to switch it up. I usually go for things that, like, I've already watched, or, you know, whether it be fully watched, or I've checked it out a little bit and liked it but never went back to it. I want to go for something that I've never watched, I've never even thought about watching, because it just didn't seem like my kind of thing. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten more interested in it, because I've seen, like, clips here and there. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Jay, but I know it's pretty popular. At least it was. Dead Man Wonderland.
Ooh. Okay, I haven't seen it.
No?
Nope.
I will say this. Apparently, it's kind of fucked up.
Oh.
Yeah. But we watched Higurashi,
Like how-
so...
Yeah, I don't think anything tops that one. We've watched like 3, maybe 4 iterations of Higurashi already.
We watched
So
Higurashi, we watched School Days, Elfen Lied.
School days is fucked.
I still remember,
I can't get over
I
that.
still remember the, like, hey, fun fact, everyone in the show is related, and you and Celeste was just like, huh?
I was not okay with that.
Oh, man. So yeah, Dead Man Wonderland.
That's cursed knowledge. Why is she naked?
I don't know, we'll find out. From what I understand, this is like some kind of fucking, like, post-apocalyptic prison sentence shit. I think that collar around his neck is like Suicide Squad type shit, like it'll blow up or something. I don't fully understand. I saw a fucking clip of a bitch just like, the dude was like just pushing a cart, and she was like, put it back. He's like, put what back? She's like, I warned you. I will cut you. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I gave you a warning. And then she just slices him open. And I was like, oh, excuse me? And apparently he like
Just
stole
off rip?
something. Yeah, he stole something and no one else noticed except her. And I was like, huh? I'm guessing that's like first episode, because it was like a lot of characters lined up for prison.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know this was like on Toonami back in the day, but I just never bothered watching it. But as time went on, like, I've been more and more interested. And Nekai is very excited in the comments.
Hey, can we watch this one together?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
down for that.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. This is definitely something I haven't.
Can I join? Nah, boys only. Michael, don't leave me here.
Michael. Alright.
You can join if you promise not to like start spoiling shit.
Oh, she's seen it?
Yeah, she's like, I want to spoil everything. I'm so excited. It's my top 2 anime.
You gotta be respectful, like how I didn't spoil anything for Overlord. So you gotta be nice.
Yeah. You didn't spoil the lizard's fucking.
Yeah, I didn't spoil that. Well, I did. That one was just because it was funny.
So what am I watching? Alright, guys. Tune in next time for Dead Man Wonderland.
Let's go!
If anyone here is in the DBS server, I'm gonna take a short break just to, you know, get something in my stomach and drink. And I'm gonna go onto the DBS server and I'm gonna stream the new Flash movie. It's up on HBO Max, or just Max, whatever the fuck they're calling it. And I've heard it's a trash fire, so I'm gonna sit down.
I love dumpster fires.
Yeah. So if you guys wanna join in and watch that with me, I'll be in the server. But if not, good to have you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.